Hello, biology students. I thought this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and do a couple practice problems from this protein synthesis activity worksheet. I want to let you know that this will be graded, so I do need you to make sure that you do this. And so if you were to look at the directions, it says that it's going to test your knowledge of protein synthesis by deciphering a hidden message. And so we're going to use two things to help this out. First of all, if you remember from yesterday, we have our genetic code, and then we also have on the right side a one-letter code which is used for biologists in order to make it a lot easier to read the different parts of both DNA and RNA. And so if we were to come down here, we're going to see that the first letter, the first codon that we're going to be looking at is ACU. And so what we need to do then is we need to go back up here, and so we will notice then we can use the genetic code to do this, and so we have our first position is A, our second position is C, and our third position is U. And so if you come where these three intersect, you will see that ACU codes for the amino acid known as threonine. And so notice it has the THR as the abbreviation. And so what you'll then do for the first part is then for here you're going to put down THR. So put down THR. And so I'll go ahead and I will do that on the board as well. And so we have ACU, and this is going to code for THR. All right, very good. All right, and so now we're going to go back to our sequence. Our second part of our codon is going to be CAU. And so again, we're going to use the genetic code in order to help decipher this message. And so if we come up here, we're looking for CAU. We have CAU. And so CAU will code for the amino acid known as histidine, which has HIS as an abbreviation. And so we come back here. We will then see that CAU codes for histidine. All right. Next, let's look at the third codon for our sequence. Our third codon now is going to be GCU. So we have GCU. So again, we're going to go back up to here. We're going to look for GCU. So again, our first letter is G, our second letter is C, our third letter is U, and so notice that GCU codes for the amino acid known as alanine. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that up here on the board. And so GCU codes for alanine. We're going to go ahead and do just one more, and so that'll help give you an idea of what this might be. So we're going to go do one more together. And so we're going to go ahead and come down here, and we're going to see that the fourth codon sequence here is ACC. So we're going to go ahead and use the genetic code, the three-letter genetic code up here. And so if we look, we have A as our first element, we have C, and so we also have the amino acid known as threonine. And so ACC is going to code for threonine. All right, next what we need to do, we need to use the one-letter code designation to help us figure out this next part. And so notice that for threonine, conveniently enough, has the first letter of T. So we're going to have a T first and last. So we have a T here and a T here. And so now we need to figure out then what the letters are for both histidine and alanine. And so histidine is going to be the letter H, and alanine is going to be the letter A. And so if we go ahead and fill that in, we're going to see that we have H and A. And so now we know that the first letter in the secret message is the word that. All right. And so what you'll then continue to do then is continue going along with the codons and then using the genetic code here in order to then get to the 3 letters first. So you'll use the codons here to get to the 3 letters. Then you'll use this table to convert the 3-letter code into the 1-letter code, and then eventually you will have the message, and that will be what you'll put on the bottom of the sheet. And so hopefully that will be helpful, and I'll see you then for the next lesson.